Hello and welcome to Juicy Filters, the game outside the game. I am Mohit, talreja, your host, and today's team is Team South Africa. We'll be analyzing and taking a deep insight for Team South Africa. Looking at the current form of Team South Africa, they have been doing very well in T20 internationals. They just beat India and England at their home itself. They're looking currently very strong, but still they have some loopholes to fill up. Let's see how they perform in this World Cup. For today, we have our two experts, Tushar Chougule and Aiman Sharma. Welcome, Tushar and Aiman. So today's team analysis is on Team South Africa. Let's have a look at their 15-man squad. To start off, the captain Temba Bavuma, the wicketkeeper Quinton de Kock, Aiden Markram, David Miller, Riley Rossouw, Hendrik Klaassen, Riza Hendricks, Keshav Maharaj, Tabraiz Shamsi, Kangiso Rabada, Andrick Norke, Tristan Stubbs, Wayne Parnell, Lungi Engeri, and Dwayne Pretorius. So, Aiman, what do you think about this South African squad?
Well, I think there's a much balanced squad than we saw last 2 years, and plus now they have three attacking fast bowlers in Ngidi, Rabada, and Nortje. So that's the main strength of the side, I think.
And Tushar, what do you think?
मुझे लगता है कि टिम्बा बहुमा के पास एक बढ़िया मौका है अपने आप को प्रूव करने के लिए। और ऐसे जैसे अयमन ने बताया, 3 बेस्ट बॉलर्स हैं उनके पास। ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तो थोड़ा तकलीफ दे सकते हैं अपोनेंट के लिए। मुझे लगता है थोड़ा पेस भी चाहिए उधर ऑस्ट्रेलिया में खेलने का।
So, Aiman, what do you think about the loopholes in the South African squad or the weaknesses in the squad?
Well, there are certain loopholes, just like the middle order of the South African team. It is very inexperienced. If you take Tristan Stubbs, Riley Rossouw, they haven't played a lot of cricket. Riley Rossouw is just making his comeback. I think those things are going to play a major role in this tournament for them.
Tushar, what do you think about the same?
लूपहोल्स मेरे से लगता है कि बैटिंग में थोड़ा मिडल ऑर्डर में थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए, जैसे अयमन ने बताया, और थोड़ा टिम्बा बहुमा से थोड़ा मैच्योरिटी मुझे लगता है थोड़ा चाहिए।
And what do you think about Van der Dussen? Are they going to miss him in the World Cup?
Yeah, he was an exceptional player and he was maintaining the balance in the side, aggressive, hitting the big shots and also playing the big innings. And for him to be replaced by Riley Rossouw, who has done well in domestic cricket, but he's not been in national colours for years. So it's going to be a very big loss for South Africa.
Yes, Tushar?
जैसे कि आपने इंडिया का साउथ अफ्रीका टूर देखा होगा इंडिया में,
Right.
क्लासन ने थोड़ा बहुत अच्छा खेला था वैन डर डुसेन ने। मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा मिस करेंगे साउथ अफ्रीका उनको मिडिल ऑर्डर में, थोड़ा वो इनिंग्स को कैरी करते थे, अभी वो थोड़ा इनएक्सपीरियंस थोड़ा क्लिक देगा साउथ अफ्रीका को।
Agreed. And what are the opportunities for the South African squad?
Well, the first opportunity will be of Tristan Stubbs actually trying to establish himself in the South African team. Has a good first-class career and list A career. It will be amazing to see him perform in the World Cup as well.
Okay. Tushar, what do you think?
टिम्बा बहुमा के पास बहुत बड़ा अपॉर्चुनिटी है। जैसे कि साउथ अफ्रीका अभी तक 1-2 वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जीता है, उनके पास एक बढ़िया मौका है कि अभी आ रहा वर्ल्ड कप वो जीत सकते हैं। और यंगस्टर्स के पास भी बढ़िया मौका है उनको आपको प्रूव करने के लिए।
And what do you think about Andre Norke with the pace he's getting into the team? Will it be difficult for the other teams to face it?
या ऑस्ट्रेलिया में आपने देखा होगा पिचेस भी बहुत बाउंसी रहते हैं, बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है। इंडिया प्लेयर्स को भी आप देखा होगा कितनी टफ होता है खेलने के, और उनके पास 3 बढ़िया गेंदबाज है, वो 145 प्लस डालते हैं, थोड़ा तकलीफ दे सकते हैं उनको।
And even Rabada's death was...
वो तो एक्सेप्शन है वो तो।
I mean, what do you think about the same, about Norke?
Well, as he said, Nortje and Australian pitches, they go hand in hand, and even Rabada and Ngidi, they also have enough pace. But the only problem I think will be with their spinners now. I think they have to look at if they're playing with Keshav Maharaj or play with Shamsi. I think they're going to play with Tabraiz Shamsi because him being a wrist spinner,
Right.
and also finger spinners in Australia, they do not really last very long. So
Okay. So what do you all think about the internal threats in the South African team?
Well, I think the first threat will be whether they have to play Maharaj or Shamsi as a spinner, and another threat Wayne Parnell and Nortje, and at some points Pretorius. They have been injury prone, so they have to look after the fitness of those players as well. So that's a major threat for me for South Africa.
Tushar, what do you think?
मेरे हिसाब से साउथ अफ्रीका टीम को तो बहुत बड़ा थ्रेट होगा उनका फॉर्म जब वो सेमीफाइनल खेलेंगे। जब भी वो सेमीफाइनल खेलते हैं थोड़ा उनका परफॉर्मेंस उधर नीचे बाहर होता है, वो ध्यान से खेलना पड़ेगा सेमीफाइनल्स वगैरह खेलने हो।
Okay, leaving the internal threats, looking at their group with India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh in their group, and even 2 more teams to come, who do you think can be the biggest threat to them?
Well, I think the Indians are still going to be a big threat to the South African side. I know the Asia Cup hasn't gone as planned, but looking at them in Australia with Bumrah also back in their team, it looks like they will cause a lot of problems for the South African team, especially with the middle order who will face the wrath of Bumrah and Harshal Patel and Chahal.
Okay, Tushar, what do you think India is going to dominate again?
मुझे लगता है पाकिस्तान थोड़ा थ्रेट हो सकता है साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए। अब हाल ही में अभी इंग्लैंड का सीरीज चल रहा है, उसमें पाकिस्तान बहुत बढ़िया कर रहा है, जैसे कि बाबर आजम, रिजवान और नसीम बहुत अच्छे कर रहे हैं। मुझे लगता है साउथ अफ्रीका को थोड़ा सावधान रहना पड़ेगा पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ खेलते वक्त। वो T20 टीम उनका बहुत ही बढ़िया है, कभी भी आपको मार दे सकती है।
And looking at the previous ICC tournaments or World Cup especially, why do you think South Africa hasn't won any?
मेरे हिसाब से उनका थोड़ा लगता है उनका प्रेशर बहुत लेते होंगे वो जब सेमीफाइनल्स खेलते हैं।
Okay, but with the quality players like De Villiers, Callis,
उनके पास क्वालिटी प्लेयर
Graham
रहते हैं,
Smith.
लेकिन वो जब भी इंडिया के साथ वगैरह इंग्लैंड सेमीफाइनल्स खेलते हैं ना, उनका थोड़ा परफॉर्मेंस नीचा हो जाता है सेमीफाइनल्स में खेलते हो।
Okay.
अभी आपने देखा होगा पिछली वर्ल्ड कप देखना,
Big matches,
वो ग्रुप स्टेज में ही बाहर हो गए थे पिछला वर्ल्ड कप में।
Okay. I mean, what do you think about it?
Well, as he's brought up about them being under pressure in the semi-finals, and I think another thing must be that when they go into the semi-finals, the loopholes which we have talked about also,
With the middle order.
they always come out in the big stages. Like in the semi-final against India in 2012, there was a loophole with their spinners, and
Okay.
batsmen like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma took advantage of that. So that is the major thing with South Africa. They fall under pressure, and the weaknesses and loopholes, they come out at the wrong time. You might say it's bad luck, but that's the game of cricket, I suppose.
Okay. So where do you think South Africa is going to finish in this World Cup? Will they be contenders to lift the trophy or?
वो डिपेंड रहेगा वो कैसे खेलेंगे सेमीफाइनल्स में, वो क्वालिफाई
Okay.
होंगे
Will they
तो।
reach the semi-final? But
मुझे लगता
what's
है
your
कि
prediction?
ग्रुप को देखते हुए लगता है बहुत टफ है।
Okay.
इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, साउथ अफ्रीका और 2 टीम आने वाला है। टफ रहेगा साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए फाइनल्स तक पहुंचना, लेकिन हो सकता है। कुछ टीम बाबू के पास एक बहुत बढ़िया मौका है अपने आप को प्रूव करने के लिए और साउथ अफ्रीका को वर्ल्ड कप दिला के रहने के लिए।
Okay. I mean, for you?
Well, it still looks a bit difficult for me, though I still think they have quality players in their side, and I think this is a good South African side, but competing with the greats of India and Pakistan, and on the group stages only the top 2 will qualify for the playoffs. It doesn't look like that South Africa might just not make it to the playoffs, so it looks a bit tough for me.
Okay. So let's move on to the playing 11, the predicted playing 11 for you, Tushar.
क्विंटन डिकॉक, हेनरिक्स ओपनिंग है, जिम्बाब्वे वालों को डाउन करेंगे, और हेनरिक क्लासन और डेविड मिलर, एडम आक्रम और तबरेज शमशी, महाराजा और निंगडी, रबाडा, नॉर्थ।
Okay. I mean, for you?
My playing 11 is Quinton de Kock and Bavuma will open the batting. Number 3 will be Aiden Markram. Number 4 will be David Miller. At number 5, Dwayne Pretorius. Number 6, Riley Rosewu. Number 7 will be Wayne Parnell. Number 8, Skagiso Rabada. Number 9, Lungi Ngidi. 10, Naughty at 10, and number 11, Tabre Shamsi.
Okay. And who are going to be the star 3 players for the squad? The top 3 players?
मुझे लगता है कि डेविड मिलर, आपने IPL में देखा होगा उनको,
Right.
उनका
Not only with the
मैसेज
bat but with the field also.
या उनका फील्डिंग भी बहुत बढ़िया है, और थोड़ा टिम्बा बोमा थोड़ा वो भी इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं अपने आप को। और एक रबाडा.
No Quinton de Kock.
या नो.
Aiman, for you.
Well, I have to disagree with my expert over here because I think Quinton de Kock is still a major threat to every team. So I'm putting him as a threat, as one of the top 3 players, along with David Miller and Kagiso Rabada.
Okay. Thank you, experts, for such a deep insight. Hope you all had a good time and took a deep dive into the team South Africa. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please write in the comment box on which team would you want next in our show, The Juicy Filters, the game outside the game. Signing out, your host Mohit Talreja.